Hi everyone, Marcus Delano here, and today we're back with some more 3v3 gameplay. Today we're going to play versus XBL Tover, Pursue All Day, and I am not very legit with Cubic Ghost, and I forgot your name, sorry. The guy I forgot the name, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just going to read it right now as soon as it flashes by. It's Choppy Halfing 8, if that is the name, and people requested 3v3 gameplay. I think Choppy Choppy thingy. He actually requested a 3v3 gameplay as well. I'm really bad at names. Sorry that I don't remember everyone's names. But he requested some 3v3 gameplay, and that's what we're going to play today. I did have some other 3v3 games, but it's not like the files got corrupted, but I just don't have time to commentate 30, 40, 50-minute videos anymore. I'm very sorry for that. But when Christmas hits, like the Christmas holidays, that's when I'll be back with some more content pumping out a little bit faster than usual, because that's when I have time. I mean, you have to understand that I'm in college. You have to understand that I gotta do some work for that as well, and that I cannot grind YouTube anymore like I used to do. And I do have some other games. I mean, I do play StarCraft nowadays, which is another RTS I really like, and if you haven't checked that out, you might want to check it out. It's fun. If you liked Halo Wars, you probably like StarCraft too. And then there's one of the games that is going to come out in 2014, and I'm also really excited about it. It's a game called The Division. I don't know, if you have the same taste in games as I do, then you probably should be excited about The Division. Also, it has some great visuals. That's also a good thing. I think it's the best looking game that's going to be out there, but of course, it's all we have seen so far is trailers, so obviously I can't tell it yet, but I mean, we have seen some gameplay, so if the gameplay isn't heavily edited, then that means that the game is going to look great, and I'm pretty sure that the gameplay is not heavily edited, so you might want to check that out. It's actually a lot more fun than you might think. Sometimes I don't really like the MMORPG type of games either, but this one is actually one worth checking out, in my opinion. But enough about that. Let's continue rather on to the game, which is my enemies were a triple random covenant, and me and my teammates who actually went random all, like triple random all, and I got the brute, so I'm like, I gotta do what the brute's gotta do. I am a little bit doing other stuff right now because I am just so busy. I couldn't even play a couple of games without doing other stuff. So sometimes you'll see my my camera just pause down and just doing nothing because I'm just doing everything at the same time. I have so little time right now, but I really want to make these videos. I really enjoy making these videos, commentating and uploading them. So this may or may not replace the Sunday upload. I'm not sure about that yet. And here's actually a very fun thing. I put my brutes right in the gap here. And then when the Arbiter tries to put the suicide grunts in me and tries to rage me down, I'm actually going to take 0 to no damage on my Chieftain. And look at that. He's raging me. He got a full hit on that. Look, my Chieftain is still, like, all alive, so here's going to rage me more. And Black is actually doing some really nice work in raging down the other Suicide Grunts, and we're just absolutely destroying him. So here I still got those 2 brutes alive. He ports in another Suicide Grunt. We can see that the Prophet's getting his upgrade because not the Prophet. The Brute is getting his upgrade, and that's probably an upgrade of Vortex because we actually have Hogs to play on defense. We actually made a lot of Hogs. The green guy did. Green guy is currently under heavily attack. He has to defend the Prophet off of his own base and the Brute Chieftain off of Black's base. Now, currently he's trying to get the Chieftain off the base. What I personally would have done is just made sure that the Prophet would have been gone because that's actually a lot better. I mean, the Prophet on your base is not always good, and it's actually a lot easier to kill him off. So Black's actually doing an excellent job in making sure he's not going to get grunted down, not like me. And here you can see he has an upgraded Vortex, and it's really hard for Green to keep up, but he is killing those brutes, and it is working out so far. I am still untouched in this game, though. I mean, Red is untouched so far, Blue is untouched so far, and I am untouched so far because we basically doubled Purple. We doubled the Brute, so he couldn't do a whole lot of damage. But yeah, Red is basically untouched. So that's going to happen now. That's going to change right now. I'm going to, switch it up. I'm going to try to kill this Pat, but after that, I'm going to try to go for Blue's base, maybe for Red's base, trying to do some damage. Now, obviously, guys, this was not really a try-hard game. I'm probably commentating it like it's a try-hard game because, we are trying to win, but Random Covenant, triple random all, we were just messing around. But, it's still, I found this very fun to watch. We also played another game before this, which I found a little less entertaining. It's probably because because of some reasons. I mean, they just dominated that game. I mean, we absolutely had no chance of winning. We were down from the very, very, very beginning, and there was no way of getting back. So it was just like a 4-minute game or something, and then it kind of already ended. So this game I felt like was more, they are doing damage on our side, we are doing damage on their side, and I found this really funny, and I found this a good game. So Prophet still on Green's base, Purple still on Black's base, and I am still on their side. But as you can see, the Arbiter is just raging down my banshees. I'm just gonna get out of there. But I have 5 banshees already. Double summon, man, it goes fast. Not as fast as StarCraft though. StarCraft, you gotta like 5 times, 7 times, or 20 times pump those units out, which is actually not that hard, because you can just keep pressing one button and the game will automatically separate them over different depots and different barracks, which is actually a good thing. It's like, it would be like if you had like 4 barracks in total on all of your bases, and you would just, you click one barracks and you just select them all to just keep spamming. You just spam Marines, and the game automatically spreads it all out over all your barracks or all your depots evenly as possible, to make it all happen. And here actually the game freezes for a little bit. I didn't really cut this out because this was the part when I realized, oh my god, he has a Tech 2 Temple, because look at that, there's a vampire shot. Well, you can't see it right now, but right here, under attack, I click there and bam, there's the vampire. I'm like, no! Alright, time to go Tech 2, because, you can't really fight banshees, you can't really fight vampires with your banshees, so I gotta get my own vampires. I am doing quite a lot of damage. I already killed 1 heavy pad, I'm gonna try to kill the other heavy pad, and because he only has like 2 vampires, that's all. I'm just going to boost back out of there. I'm going to boost over to here. I'm going to try to kill those pets over there. So I did queue up a banshee right there, but I'm like, no. And here, I mean, I don't know what happened. I think somebody was supposed to shout out that the Arbiter recalled, but I didn't really have my mic in. And I think my teammate didn't really see it. So we lost quite a lot of hogs. And as you can see, Purple still on Black's base. And the Prophet still on Green's base, and my Chieftain still on Red base. Like, that's just insane for how long that is. Doing so much damage, and here realize they're actually doing quite a lot of damage. He's actually calling for help right now because he lost all his Warthogs. He can't really fight the Prophet off anymore. So I'm like, I really want to try to do damage, but I also want to help him. Let's try to just do a little bit of damage first. So I'm like, okay, he did not upgrade his pets. I'm gonna try to go for the temple. If I can kill the temple, he can't make any vampires. And then in the meanwhile, maybe I can just do some sort of push with my vampires and then overwhelm him or something. Now here, you can see the Arbiters raging down my brute. I spent no money in that brute at all. I spent money into 2 brute squads and went straight for banshees and vampires after that. And being untouched is so good. So here I'm going to try to go back in with my banshees, trying to do a little more damage on the temple. Trying to kill that temple. I gotta kill that temple. That's the whole thing. And here he just moves away, just as he thought I wasn't gonna go back. I pull all my shots in there and I boost back out. So that was very unlucky. You literally just saw him moving away, and my banshees just came in. So I'm like, maybe I should go for the lucky shot, maybe not. But I really hear that like Green is like begging for help right now. Please, the Prophet's stripping my base. Well, not literally like that, but I'm like, oh man, yeah, he really is in trouble. I should probably go help him out. He is just making hogs, but his eco is just absolutely destroyed. He is probably stuck on Grenadier. He's not going to be able to do a whole lot with that. So I just decided to help him out. I could have sent over my vampires, but I didn't really want to show him that I had those vampires. So I'm going to boost back out. Prophet sent in one of his vampires as well. And I feel like yeah, okay, his vampires are on offense. Time to finish off that temple. So I'm going to go over there. I'm going to boost back in there. And as you can see, there's a vampire over here. He just ported that through. I'm going to shoot at the temple. I'm going to try to kill them. Like, what? No vampires around? Nothing to protect it? I expected at least an engineer or like 2 vampires or something. So I kill the temple. I'm going to go away. And just as the vampires go in, I escape. You can see the needles literally still hitting my units. I'm like, okay, this is the time. I got to quickly harass this Prophet away off of his base, and after that I gotta quickly push. But here the Arbiter is actually playing on offense as well, so I'm like, okay, I got 9 Vampires, I got 8 Banshees. I'm gonna use the line of sight of the Banshees to get a quick to get ahead of him, and then I'm gonna use the Vampires to stun his Vampires, which I'm actually gonna try right now. And I see that the Vampires are coming in right here. Vampires are coming in, Banshees are there to take the line of sight. And I'm going to try to stun him. Banshees are going to go in, and they're going to go out straight away. And I'm going to get all the stuns right here. And I'm going to completely dominate with Vampires. Now, that's some real Vampire micro right there. He's going to try to get his temple up. I'm going to try to kill that with the Banshees again. Because, you know, as long as he doesn't have his temple up, he cannot make new Vampires. So if I can just only trade my units, I would be so far ahead. Because he just can't spend his units. And here the Arbiter comes back in rage, forced to recall. I'm gonna get out of there. I don't want to die. I still have like 5 Banshees left. It would be very unfortunate if this all died. But you know me, I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna boost back in there. Well, not boost. I'm gonna fly back in there, trying to kill that. And the Arbiter is just waiting. He was just raging back in. Look at that. Look at those raging skills. He killed 3 of my Banshees. He killed 4 of my Banshees. He killed nearly all of my Banshees because I was too greedy trying to kill that temple for one final time. But the game is pretty much turning to our side. I mean, Green built up a lot of Vartogs by this time. They built a shield. That's unfair. But it's really looking like we're gonna win this game right now. Now, obviously we weren't really. No, like the enemies weren't really tryharding. We weren't really tryharding, but it was a good game in my opinion. So that was that. Here I'm just getting doubled by the Arbiter and the Vampires and the Prophet. So I guess you could call it triple, but the Prophet couldn't really get any units out. And we're just going to do a little final push on his base. We have just been harassing Blue. I think their mistake this game was that I was untouched. They should have never let me untouched. Even though I'm not a trees player, I can kind of do something if I'm untouched. So they should have, at some point, they could have like ported like 3 or 4 suicide grunts into my supply plots or something. Or do something. I don't know what trees people are supposed to do to help down my eco in such a situation. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you are happy with some more 3v3 gameplay right now. More coming up soon. Maybe someday, maybe not. Yeah, so I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys later, or like they say it in the Netherlands, zie je later.
First and foremost, a fuck you to my enemies. All you little things that never made sense to me. Trying to remain ill while I give you the remedy. Better treat this game like a Kennedy. Someone grab your phone, go call the coroner. Lay down the blueprint, now they copying the formula. Yeah, man, we order out, cause we be touring up the east and west coast and overseas for the foreigners. Been master rhyming, now I'm trying to master time and got the labels on the line and telling us that we grinding. Got my finger on the hymen, we better go pop. Always round the clock.